Ooh, is your mind blown?
Good morning, friends. What's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you guys are here because today I'm finally making a video that I have been talking about making for like maybe a year or so at this point. As you can tell from the title, I am finally going to be sharing all of my tips, tricks, and secrets for hair growth. If you are here watching this video because you see the thumbnail and you see the title and you're like, oh my gosh, there's gonna be some like vitamin or serum or something I can use that will magically grow my hair overnight. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but that is not what you're going to learn in this video. What you're going to learn in this video is that it's actually such a freaking journey and such a huge commitment to actually get your hair to grow if you're like me and if you have trouble getting your hair to grow. I'm just going to be sharing everything that I have actually been doing and actually been using and implementing over the last few years to actually get my hair to grow 10 to 12 inches. A lot of you guys found me back in my days when I was working at Clever, where I worked for about 10 years. And every single day over the course of those 10 years, I committed the cardinal sins of trying to get your hair to grow. Flat ironing, heat, using all sorts of bad tactics, not taking care of myself properly. Towards the end of my time at Clever, my hairstylist told me, and I kid you not, that if I did not stop damaging my hair, I was either gonna have to shave my head or cut a bob, and I was really not into either of those ideas. Lucky for me, I started my curly hair journey, which just by default forced me to really start taking care of my hair in ways that I had never committed to before. So let's jump in. I'm just gonna show you guys all of the things that I do on a daily, on a weekly basis, and how I went from this to this in the course of 1 year. It's crazy. Honestly, I still can't believe this actually happened. And this hair growth journey starts right here in my kitchen. You know how people always say things like, what you put in your body really affects your hair and your skin and your nails. I used to be like, yeah, that's just a way of you trying to get me to buy your stupid products. But guys, guess what? They weren't lying. It's actually true. And I know that because I've been taking 2 supplements that I can absolutely say have drastically improved the speed at which my hair is growing and just the general health. The first one, this is not a secret. A lot of people know that taking a prenatal, I have been taking the Ritual prenatals for, I don't know, maybe a couple years. Prenatal vitamins are just packed with incredible nutrients for your hair, skin, and nails. My doctor told me that you don't have to be trying to conceive a baby in order to take prenatals, that in fact, they're even safe for men and good for them as well. If you are an adult woman, definitely talk to your healthcare provider about that. The other are these, you guys, the Bounce Curl hair vitamins. You definitely want to talk to your doctor before starting any of this stuff. I can say without a shadow of a freaking doubt, caused my hair to start springing up like you would not believe. I tell everyone about these. I'm just blown away by the fact that not more people know about them because they actually work. They're also gluten-free if that's important to you. Another few things which might seem super obvious is that people talk all the time about the foods you eat affecting your hair, skin, and nails. I'm really big into drinking a ton of water. You guys, we're human beings. We need to drink water. And the other thing is omega fats that are really, really good for you, good for your hair, skin, and nails. And lucky for me, I just like the way they taste, so I consume them on the regular. Here are a few favorites. You have olive oil and avocado. These are a few things that I integrate into my diet on a daily basis that not only are yummy, but are actually really, really good when it comes to hair growth. But let's go hop in the shower and get to work.
We have made it into the shower, and this is where the truth telling begins. Did you guys know that there is a wrong and a right way to wash your hair if you want it to grow and be healthy? I had no idea this was actually true. I also thought that it was a total lie that the types of products you used actually impacted your hair. I thought it was just like the man trying to get me to spend more money, and like the man is right, you guys, or the woman is right, I guess I should say, because the kind of products that you use actually wildly impact your hair. Obvious first step, wetting your hair. Right now I'm gonna use some of my favorite shampoo. This is the Love shampoo from Davines. And here, ooh, somebody had Taco Bell last night. So this is about the amount that I use, maybe like a 1/4 size, because I have a lot of hair and I have very long hair. You are only supposed to put shampoo at the root. You are not supposed to put it down here. That is actually not healthy for your hair, and you're just supposed to really get the shampoo in at the root of your hair. The root is where the hair grows from, so you really want to pay a ton of attention taking care of your scalp and also taking care of the root of the hair. So something I recommend that I'm absolutely obsessed with is this scalp massager. Got it on Amazon. This feels so good. Less than 10 bucks. So I just really get in there and do this for a couple of minutes. And not only that, guys, when it comes to shampooing your hair and conditioning your hair, you should not be washing your hair every day. If you want your hair to grow, you have to figure out how to find a dry shampoo or a style to do on days that you are not washing your hair. And I know that's not fun, but if you want to be on this journey, you just have to commit. By the way, for those of you guys who are like, Joslyn, if you only put shampoo on the root of your head, how do the ends get clean? As all of the shampoo rinses out of your hair, it cleanses the ends. Is your mind blown? Before we jump into the conditioner and the deep conditioner and the importance of those two things, we have to tackle a very hot topic, which is hair color. If you're like me and you have been forced to figure out how to color your own hair at home over the last year, especially the roots and improving the overall vibrancy of your hair, then you know that the struggle is so real. But if you want your hair to grow, you have to stop using bleach. I know I said it was a hot topic, and it is, but moving on. Conditioner is crucial to your hair health. Not only that, I can't emphasize enough how important it is to do once or twice a week a deep conditioning mask. This is obviously one of my favorites, the Love Mask from Daubany's, because it's almost gone, but I'm also going to link to a few other favorites in the info section. You need to put this on your hair and leave it on as long as humanly possible, because this not only does great things for your roots, it also is really great for the ends, which we'll get to a little bit later. I obviously use a very generous amount because I have a lot of hair. Remember at the beginning of this video when I told you there was like no quick fix? Just want to remind you, we're about halfway done, guys. So I'm gonna rinse out this deep conditioning mask because I'm like full prune right now and not like the good prune. Remember? Prune. Okay, so I'm out of the shower. I have on my microfiber towel, which is another thing that isn't a total necessity for hair growth, but definitely important when it comes to frizz and hair quality, so can't recommend this enough. Something else I want to point out that I didn't show you in the shower is a clarifying shampoo. If you don't wash your hair every day and you also use a decent amount of products, hairspray, curly products, whatever, do a clarifying, detoxing shampoo once a week, once every other week. I love this one from Way because it really like gets in there and gets all of like the product buildup off of my scalp, which again, you guys, your hair grows out of your scalp, so you gotta take care of it. Next big thing when it comes to hair growth is how you brush and comb your hair. I recommend that you don't do it at all if you don't have to. If you're someone who has wavy or curly hair, I do think that actually is helpful for overall hair health, but that's just not the case for everybody here. And today I'm actually gonna be showing you how I style my hair when it's straight. That might be a little more relatable to a wider audience. It's not something I do very often, but it is something that I feel like I've figured out how to do in a way that supports hair growth. Let's talk about how you comb your hair. I recommend using a wide tooth comb like this, or something that has bristles that are just a little more sensitive. This is what I use when I blow out my hair. And I also am a huge fan of the Denman brush, which is really great if you have wavy or curly hair. I don't know if people still need to hear this, but you should always start from the bottom and then work your way up. You never want to like start here and start pulling down. That is just a great way to rip your hair right out of your head. Up next, this is very controversial, but somebody needs to hear it. If you really want your hair to grow, then you have to stop using heat products. Full stop. We're talking no curling irons, no blow dryers, no flat irons, no wave irons, nothing. And I can tell you, hands down, that is the reason why my hair has grown a foot in a year, because I pretty much stopped blow drying it. I have not used a flat iron in 2 years. This is what I have to show for it, but it's really, really hard to commit to, especially if you live in a cold climate or you don't have like a wave texture that you feel like you are confident about. So as I mentioned before, when it comes to shampooing your hair,
same thing for heat. Just back off as much as you can. I still use minimal heat from time to time. And if you do need to blow dry, get a tool that has settings. It allows you to control intensity of the wind as well as the heat. So I'll use this either on a very low heat or with no heat at all. Over time, that really does have a drastic impact on your hair growth. Next up, did you know that your ponytail holder could literally be ruining your goals of having long hair? Also, how you're styling your hair could be ruining your chances of having the long, luscious hair that you want. For example, I am the queen of loving a very high pony. All the way up like this, just like so. I have rocked a pony like this almost every day at some point of my adult life since I can remember. But the major issue is that after years and years and years of doing this, these hairs down here are constantly breaking at the ponytail holder. So I've had to commit to two things, either not wearing my hair up at all or testing out different styles that are a little more protective, like a braid or a low pony. And then on top of it, the type of ponytail holder that you're using can make or break your hair. So I always now opt for something that is silk, something that is microfiber, or something that's like a velvet fabric, because it's just so much more forgiving. It also doesn't dent your hair as much, and it definitely does not damage your hair. It is a really great idea if you're trying out the no heat lifestyle to find a few different easy hairstyles that you can do on your non-wash days. And I know that that's hard, but I made a whole video about easy hairstyles. If you guys want to watch it, I'll go ahead and link to it in the info section below. And friends, we have almost reached the end of this journey, or maybe it's the beginning of your journey. I have to point out that getting regular trims sounds like a really stupid idea. Like, if I'm trying to grow out my hair, why would I keep cutting it? Well, here's the thing, guys, that I recently learned because I had not had my hair cut in an entire year, and it is this. Of course you're gonna get split ends. Everybody does. It's just the way that hair goes. But if you don't trim the split ends right when they start, when they're little, like they are right here, they just keep splitting and splitting, meaning when you finally do go to get your hair cut, your hair care professional is probably going to recommend that you cut off a lot more than you would have had to if you would have gone a little bit more regularly. Is your mind blown? I know, it's crazy. And last but definitely not least on this epic freaking list is how you sleep. This does not do crazy things when it comes to hair growth, except sort of maximize it, but it does do really great things for overall hair quality, and it helps you from having to wash it and style it as much. So what I recommend is, for everyone out there, a silk pillowcase, putting your hair into some sort of silk or velvet scrunchie at night so that you don't get a dent. And then if you really want to go for it, get a sleeping cap or a sleep bonnet, and that will help preserve your hair so you don't have to style your hair, so you don't have to use heat on your hair, so you don't have to wash your hair and then ruin it. Because that's how we all got here, right? I mean, let's just be real. Now is the time in this video when I'm actually going to do a very light blowout on my hair and style it so that I can show you guys the wild before and afters and the actual receipts and facts of how I, your very own Joslyn Davis, grew my hair 10 inches in 1 year. And this might go without saying because it seems pretty obvious, but anytime that I decide to lightly blow dry my hair, I absolutely always use a heat protecting spray and sometimes also an oil to just really fully protect my hair so that I don't get any breakage or any damage on those days when I am applying minimal heat. And this, my friends, is the finished product. Can you even believe that my hair does not fully fit into this shot? If you would have told me 2 years ago that my hair would have been this long without extensions, I promise you, I would have absolutely never believed it. But see it, dream it, believe it, with a lot of hard work, commitment, and dedication, as vain as it might sound, to be that committed to like growing out your hair. I feel like this is a major accomplishment, and anyone else out there who has been in my shoes where your hair is super unhealthy and you cannot for the life of you figure out how to get it to grow, I promise you that if you follow these steps, these tips, these tricks, secrets, whatever the heck you want to call them, chances are you're gonna end up with hair longer than you probably could have ever imagined. Because look at this, you guys. This is what I looked like just a few years ago. My hair was barely below my shoulders, and now it's like past my bra strap, which is unbelievable, especially considering I just got my hair trimmed for the first time in a year. Anyways, enough about this. I'm going to link to every single product, every single thing that I recommend in the info section. You guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being on this journey, because if you're on the journey, you know what I'm talking about. It is a journey. And please subscribe if you like more hair content. I literally have an entire playlist just for you. But now I'm gonna take this hair out on the town. And by out on the town, I mean like walk around the block, because we still can't go anywhere. Anyways, guys, this video's over. Mwah!